Welcome to Five-A-Day Market Garden. As it says on the sign, we grow naturally seasonal produce. And it's a community garden in the sense that people who volunteer here mainly come from West Berkshire or Reading area, and they want to enjoy being out in a garden. For some people, this is their only garden. For other volunteers, they've got gardens of their own, but they love coming out here and having a day almost to just be together with friends and enjoy the opportunity of being out in a lovely tranquil place. So we've got a lot of seeds here which have been planted by people who come on the Time Together sessions on a Thursday afternoon. They're older people and people with dementia, some people have Parkinson's, and they come to do some gardening because they love the memories of gardening when they were younger, and because they enjoy having the opportunity to garden and share time with people who they enjoy sharing time with, and we have tea and cake as well. So this part of the garden is specifically for the adult learners who come on a Wednesday, and they come from Pras Court and Little Heath Court. They love coming here because they enjoy the gardening, and sometimes they're sieving compost from the compost bins over there and bringing them over to make those raised beds. And you can see that they planted some broad beans which were in the polytunnel. They planted them out, and these broad beans, they come and measure every week and see how high they're getting. They've got their own names on the labels, so they can see if there's a little bit of competition between who's got the tallest broad bean and so forth. They planted all these beautiful violas which have been here since the end of last summer, the autumn. And over here we've got some sweet peas, which are a variety of sweet pea called Kathy, and some people may remember Kathy, who worked at Pras Court, who sadly lost her life in that dreadful accident on the M4. Kathy used to come here, she loved being here, and we loved her as well. We miss her very much. So to remember Kathy, we're growing sweet peas. Volunteers from Vodafone came in on a really hot day, and they did the most amazing work. They dug up some old gooseberry bushes that weren't fruiting anymore, they dug up lots of weeds, and they helped to build this structure, which became a bit of a storytelling place for youngsters during the summer holidays. So today we've got these lovely volunteers, Karen, Ian and Caroline from Sage, and that's the software company south of Reading, and I think in Winnish as well. And they're digging over this patch of ground because it was very weedy, and the next big job that's going to happen is this is going to be rotivated, but you don't want to rotivate weed roots.
Get underneath.
Yeah, I've gone down as far as I can. There you go, teamwork. Oh yeah, oh it's in the fence as well.
You know, these guys are obviously doing a lot for the local community, and you know, they're helping out with you know, young kids and also sort of, you know, older people in the community that can come down here and help out either for an hour or a whole day as we're doing. You know, this is the second day I've done here now, and it is really fulfilling. It's good to know that you're doing something for the local community and helping out, and it's great that Sage are giving us the opportunity to be able to do that. Not sure where that's coming from.
No, it goes all the way over there somewhere, isn't it? Well, I hope I'm removing a lot of bindweed. I certainly feel like I have so far, and it's quite satisfying actually, because all this was covered in weeds just over an hour ago. So I think we've made quite a difference already, hopefully.
This is shredded willow. So the willow that you've seen growing in another part of the garden, in January and February this year, we got some of it shredded, and we're going to be putting this into the compost heap and use as a mulch around the raspberries. The properties of willow and within willow bark help to prevent fruit scab. So we've been using that around the fruit trees, and this, which is our coloured willow, will go into the compost heap and make a really good compost. It's a lovely brown material. Some people are very worried that willow will grow again, but as you can see, nothing's going to grow from here. This is an arbour for children who visit, and they're doing Key Stage 1, Key Stage 2. They're learning about gardening and how to grow vegetables, but they also need to get a feel for how gardens work and the fact that some plants have got a sense of smell, some you can taste, and to be more confident about gardening, because if we don't learn about gardens, then how are we going to grow our own food? Come with me. So emerging here, we've got lavender, rosemary, catmint. Cut this back. Oh, love the smell of rosemary. Gorgeous. Crop of CDs, as you can see. These have been put together again by the Time Together people, and they've been used as bird deterrers. I don't think they're going to scare the birds, but they deter them from sitting in this tree. Because if you've seen what a mulberry is, it's a large, huge type of blackberry, but it's more red than black, very, very soft and juicy. And the birds come in here and pick them before we can get at them usually. So hopefully, because we've got new decorations here, there will be fewer birds in the trees. We've got quite a lot of fruit trees that were either planted by Bill Partridge when this garden was run by Bill, or they might have been planted by Jez Taylor, who had the garden afterwards. And some of them were planted by Pam and Cliff. Pam Goddard used to run 5-a-day market garden. And this is a quince tree, and we get the most beautiful crop off this. The apples and the pears have now flowered, and hopefully there weren't very many frosts, so we'll have a really good crop off there.
So I enjoy the fresh air, and it's good exercise, and it's just really nice group of people, and it's beautiful, beautiful surroundings. I've really enjoyed it. It's been really beneficial to me. I mean, this garden actually runs on volunteers. There isn't any, apart from the project coordinator, it's all based on volunteering. So you get such a lot out of it and feel as though you're contributing to a good cause. And we're right in that sort of location where you've got West Berkshire, Reading sort of areas as well that we can get people to volunteer from. So if you feel like volunteering, you don't have to be an expert in gardening.